Whoa, that guy. Whoa, that guy's rear tire caught the snowbank and he almost lost it. This might be stupid to go up here right now in this car. Let's try the brakes. Actually, I have grip. A little too much throttle though, and she spins. Traction is on because of the speeds that we're doing. You don't want to mess up here. When we slow down, I'll probably turn traction off so I can get the wheel spin I need to keep myself moving forward. But while we're doing, 40, 50 miles an hour on ice, we're gonna keep traction on. I wouldn't do this without these tires. The Nokian Hakkapeliitta 10 studded. They really do a very good job. But now it's been snowing all day. There's a winter storm warning and all that in effect. So all that ice from last night is now covered with snow. And we shouldn't have any problems unless I have to stop on a very steep part of the hill. If I stop on a steep part of the pass, there's a chance I might not be able to get going again without backing up or, something like that. There's 60 pounds of sand in the trunk. Last year I had twice as much. I had 120 pounds, 2 bags. There's a couple of max tracks and a recovery rope and a shovel. I always have food and water. And we're at about a half a tank of fuel. There's no one behind us. I'm gonna try the brakes. Yeah, it's all ABS. Second gear. Just tire spin. Let's turn traction off for just a moment. This is a pretty flat part. Yeah, 60 miles an hour tire speed. And we're doing 35. I don't know if you can tell, but there is quite an accumulation of snow on the road. It's not nothing. And even if and when the plow hits this, it'll just go down to more ice. That might be why they're not plowing as much today, because of how much ice is on the road. It's 22 degrees Fahrenheit right now. And we're climbing elevation very quickly. I can turn, but I can also feel the rear end starting to lose it when I do that. There's traction control and intervention. The pile of snow between the lanes is significant. That's a decent amount of snow. That's probably close to my bumper, even with the lift. I'm going traction off because we're about to slow down a lot and it's steep and I need the wheel spin. I need to keep that wheel speed up. I wish I could have the round tack in with traction control off. I don't like this all the time. Like I'm below $4,000. I don't need it to be. I want to see my revs accurately in a round gauge. Okay, I'm gonna back off a little bit here because if I have to stop on this turn, then there could be problems. Getting going again could be an issue. I want to give myself as much room as possible here. Keep my speed. People either think I'm a complete idiot, or they just assume because it's a Subaru, it has all-wheel drive. But either way, they probably think I'm an idiot. They're not wrong, to be fair. I mean, all I see are 4x4s, pickup trucks, Subaru, Bronco, Jeeps, 4Runners. There's a Highlander, Jeep, old Ford. Yeah, I mean, this road is no joke. It is seriously dangerous. You do not want to make a mistake. Second gear, just over 3,000 RPM. Traction on didn't really make a difference there. And I could do track off, and up to 30 miles an hour, it'll keep track off to give me that wheel spin that I want. And once, it's pretty smart because the tire speed is, over 30. But once the vehicle speed gets to 30, it will turn track back on. So it is a pretty smart little system there. I think this is why they designed it that way, and it works. See, stability control is still on, so it won't let me get sideways, but it's interesting. It won't let me get sideways, but it'll let me spin the tires to maintain momentum. I actually kind of like that. Oh yeah, I mean, there's grip. There's a lot of snow up here. Already in second gear. Ideally, we turn around at the top, but there might be too much snow there to do that, so we might have to go down the other side, which, it's not the worst thing in the world, but yeah, I didn't even plan to come up here. I just kind of decided I would see if it was possible. Okay, well, there's the plow. That wasn't bad. Continually surprised and impressed, not surprised, but impressed with the snow performance of the BRZ. It really is very, very impressive. I mean, you doubt it, and then it does the thing. I mean, and that was pretty drama-free. Let's be real. Let's turn traction back on. I mean, at no point was I really even struggling there. Yeah, what a champ. It's 19 degrees Fahrenheit right now. Let's try the brakes. Decent amount of braking power. This is snow. I mean, this is more like fresh snow now that we're going down. people aren't like on the throttle right here, so it's less chewed up. And yeah, lots of grip on snow. Yeah, I drove this car last night, and there was a lot of black ice, and I could have taken the 4Runner, but that car doesn't have studded tires, and it has brand new Blizzaks, but they're not studded. And I know the DMV2s do well on ice, but I like studs, obviously, and this car is easy to control on ice. You know, if you start to lose it, it's easy to bring it back. This car has traction control and stability control. The 4Runner does not. It only has ABS. Touch the brakes here. Yeah, I mean, not bad. From 30 on the brakes, bring it down to 15 pretty easily. Those guys are just riding their brakes. I'm just kind of keeping my distance and staying in second. This car is the best. I mean, it just does everything. I mean, I would start to have problems in snow that's too deep. And perhaps if I stopped on a hill and I couldn't get going again. But overall, I mean, I've never really even gotten this car stuck. Not for real. I've gotten stuck where I've had to dig myself out and was able to get out myself, but I never needed anybody else to help me get out. And I've pushed this thing pretty hard in conditions that it really isn't designed to be in. The limited slip differential goes a long way into this car's winter performance. Being able to have both those wheels, those drive wheels spinning, is a big deal. And it also makes it much more controllable. And I don't care what anybody says, this car is way more fun than a WRX. Don't get me wrong, I like the WRX. But lightweight, rear wheel drive, come on. Naturally aspirated. 20 miles an hour, second gear, we're not touching the brakes. Temperatures are good, we're chilling. Don't you pull out. See, maybe I could have turned around there, but I don't want to risk pulling in to a place that might not be plowed as much, and then that actual little parking area is sloped down the mountain, so it would be a stupid spot to pull into. There's like a GTI or something behind me, and it's kind of on my ass. There's no reason to be so close, dude. There's nowhere to go. I get it. Sometimes it's just gearing, you know, like I'm in second, no gas, but you know, sometimes you get behind a car where you can't, the gear ratios aren't right for you to just ride a gear without braking. You're constantly having to modulate the brake pedal. It's working out nicely with these trucks. They're braking a lot, but I'm not.